Hi, my name is Emiko, and I serve as the Executive Director and Professor of Human Rights at Freedom University here in Atlanta, Georgia. I am a teacher and not an actress, so please be patient with me as I do my best to communicate here outdoors so my dogs don't bug us. This very important message I want to share from our community. Freedom University is an underground freedom school for undocumented students here in Georgia who've been banned from equal access to the public universities in this state. They're banned from admission from the top 3 public universities and from in-state tuition throughout the state. And our mission at Freedom University is to educate and empower undocumented students and fulfill their human right to education. And we do this by providing completely free college-level classes that are taught by professors in the Atlanta area who have jobs at Emory University, who teach at Spelman and Morehouse, who volunteer their time generously to teach classes for free at Freedom University every Saturday and Sunday. In the face of this global pandemic, we've done our best as a community to quickly pivot and keep our students healthy and safe and keep our classes going. But we've also seen that this pandemic is likely to exacerbate existing inequalities and deepen injustices in our community. And 2 weeks ago, in order to get a better picture of how our students are faring in this pandemic and to get a better sense of how we could better support them as a community at Freedom University, we asked our students to participate in the FU Coronavirus Community Needs Survey, and the results were staggering. We found that 89% of our students and their families lack health insurance. We found out that half of our students and their families don't know where to go or whom to trust to seek medical treatment. We found that 56% of our students live in households of 5 or more people. We found that 84% of our students are working or have at least 2 family members working outside the home on a daily basis, despite the recommended stay-at-home orders because their jobs are essential services. Most are working in the food industry, in grocery stores, in hospitals, putting their families at increased risk of exposure to COVID-19. Several of our students are part of this nation's 27,000 DACA recipients who are serving as healthcare workers on the front lines of this pandemic. We also found that due to their vulnerable immigration status, the majority of our students and their families are not eligible for the federal relief programs, even if they pay federal taxes through the individual tax ID number, the ITIN. This means that many of our students and their families will not receive any federal financial assistance during this time, despite working high-risk jobs that are providing food and essential services to our communities. In short, we've concluded that in order to protect our students' right to education, we must also protect their human right to food, to housing, to medical care, and safe working conditions.
My name is Raphael. I'm an undocumented staff member at Freedom University. Over the last 2 weeks, 3 of my fellow staff members and I have been going on massive grocery runs to purchase food, medicine, and supplies for our 25 undocumented students and their families. These deliveries have been lifelines to our students and have allowed many undocumented families to so far survive this economic difficulty and better adhere to CDC recommendations to stay at home, something that ultimately benefits us all. As immigrants, many of us don't have extended family in this country, so when we made these deliveries, many parents were overwhelmed with emotion, even to the point of tears. Freedom U has been able to provide our students and their families not only with basic necessities, but also a sense of a beloved community, an extended family that is here to support them no matter what. They know that they are not alone. But in order to continue this work supporting undocumented families during this global health crisis, we need a massive influx of operational funds to support our director, Emiko, and our 3 DACA staff members, Arisbet, Gabriela, and myself. We have committed to working around the clock to respond to urgent needs in our community. We are also leading efforts to connect local foundations with city and municipal governments to provide direct emergency funding for thousands of undocumented families who are ineligible for federal aid. And we are checking in with students every day, facilitating mental workshops and making sure students have everything they need to be successful in this new online learning environment. We want to make sure we can continue to pay our staff members for their fair salaries. Additional funds will allow us to move forward with our scheduled FU coronavirus grocery runs to purchase food, medicine, and supplies for our students' families in the coming weeks and months.
COVID-19 does not discriminate based on immigration status, so neither should our response. If millions of undocumented immigrants are still providing these essential jobs across the country that are keeping our communities afloat, they should be able to access these federal relief funds, but currently they are excluded. So to help tilt these scales to the side of justice, we need your support. Please consider donating to Freedom University. Your funds will help us better support undocumented students and their families, and also better support our staff, who are the lifelines to our students and who are also on the front lines here in the South, advocating for bold solutions at the city level to provide emergency funding to thousands of undocumented families. Thank you so much for listening, and most of all, please stay home and stay healthy and take care of your loved ones. And please also do your best to stay kind during these uncertain times. Thank you and take good care. Bye-bye.